It was supposed to be a stopgap measure to protect young undocumented immigrants from deportation while Congress worked on a permanent solution.
But 11 years later, DACA is still with us and no long-term fix is in sight, as Shelly Garzon reports from our Washington bureau.
DACA recipients like Jose Patino once worried about receiving an education and work permits. 11 years later, they find their struggles have grown with them.
It's not only about themselves, but it's their kids, and they have to feed them, and how I'm going to pay the mortgage, and what am I going to do? That's difficulty.
But DACA recipient Karina Ruiz de Diaz says the uncertainty of what lies ahead remains the same.
It's already a burden to have to plan our lives in increments of 2 years and not knowing what our future is.
June 15th marked the 11th anniversary of the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, better known as DACA. Enacted in 2012, DACA defers deportation of young adults who were brought to the U.S. as children and provides them with work authorization for 2 years at a time. Patino and Ruiz de Diaz are two of almost 24,000 DACA recipients living in Arizona, and of the 800,000 nationally waiting to see if the program survives the latest legal challenge.
We believe that the continuation of DACA is positive for the nation, and that's something that needs to continue.
DACA has been challenged since the day it was enacted. The latest challenge was a 2021 ruling by U.S. District Judge Andrew Hannon, who ruled parts of DACA unlawful. While that case is pending, current DACA recipients can renew their protection, but no new applicants are being considered. Critics like Ira Melman of the Federation for American Immigration Reform say that's the way it should be.
Parents make bad decisions that affect their children, it is the responsibility of the parent to correct that, not society.
But Ruiz de Diaz, a defendant on the case, says the legal process has been a roller coaster, and in addition to the uncertainty of the 2-year renewal period.
It's a really difficult situation, and it's chaotic and frustrating on our parts that they keep playing with our lives like that.
While some see this anniversary as a mark of resilience, Patino says it is a failure due to the lack of a permanent solution for the next generation of dreamers.
They're not eligible for the DACA program because it's closed, or they migrated after the deadline, or they don't miss a certain requirement. So therefore, it's like, why are you celebrating a program that is 11 years old when it was only meant to be 2 years?
In Washington, Shelly Garzon, Conkite News.
In a statement on DACA's anniversary, President Joe Biden echoed that message, calling on Congress to pass comprehensive immigration reform.